The top mistakes that prevent you from growing your business. I'm going to talk to you today about what are the mistakes that I see so many agency owners make that are truly preventing them and perhaps you from growing your business. I'm Yvonne of Amaze Yourself, and we help agency owners to get more clients, grow their revenue by improving their current acquisition systems, set up new ways to get more clients, and to really optimize their operations to scale. So, what are the top mistakes that prevent you from growing your business? I'm gonna share it all with you today, and I love this topic. So, what is it that really is in your way from growing your business? Well, the one thing that amazes me again and again is not being crystal clear about the results you are getting your client. And what I mean by that is when I ask people what they do, they very often talk to me about how they are helping clients, the process that they follow, or they start talking about themselves, how experienced they are, and why they do what they do. But that is all relevant, but only after my audience has bought into what I'm getting my clients. So be very crystal clear about the results people expect from working with you. Talk to them about not just their problems, but rather the solution to the problems. People know they are here. They feel stuck. In my situation, they want to grow their business. They don't understand why it goes wrong. They are experienced. They are the real deal, the right person for the job, and yet somehow their business isn't growing the way they envisioned. They hit a plateau, right? So that's their issue. What they're looking for is a business that has been growing, that has been scaling, that is really getting a lot of clients and serving a lot of clients. That's what they're after. And they know something in between these two lines is missing, right? They know they need more sales conversations. They know they need more leads, but they don't know how to get there. And that's what we help. We help you get more clients, guaranteed, so you can scale your business like you always envisioned, all right? So be crystal clear about what it is your clients can expect from working with you, like almost in the 7 first seconds of meeting someone. Now, someone said to me the other day, well, there's a big difference between someone meeting me cold, right? They've never met me before, or they've never heard of me before. I've reached out to them, or what have you, via email, via social media. They don't know me, and they're already actually a bit annoyed because I reached out and they get so many messages. So who am I to sell them? Blah, blah. You know, it's like they are not really like, ooh, this is going to be an amazing conversation. Then you need to grab their attention immediately, and you need to say, this is how I can help. And then they go like, okay, now talk to me, tell me more. That's how it works. Now, don't make the mistake to think, okay, if someone has referred business to me, it's less pressing and I can talk about a whole lot of other stuff. You can, but it is way better to grab their attention in the beginning and to really, really tell what you do in a way that everybody goes like, I want to know more, right? I want to know more about what it is you do, and tell me more. And that is why a lot of people struggle with networking, because they don't cut to the chase. They just keep talking, but they're not crystal clear what it is you deliver. Even a coffee chat can turn into a sales conversation, or can turn into an appointment for a sales conversation. As long as you're very clear, as long as you have the right hook that people want to hear about, they want to talk to you about, okay? So you need to be crystal clear, and for that you need to have an offering that makes people go like, woohoo, I want to buy it from you. And maybe even more important, you need to have an offering that makes you go like, "Whoo, this is amazing and everybody needs this." Okay. Another thing I see happening again and again is that people think social media is really, and it's not what I wanted to say as the second one. As the second one, and let me add that, don't have a client acquisition system in place. Right, this is the second one. So first, you're not crystal clear about what it is you sell. Second, many people I meet don't have any client acquisition system in place, don't have something specifically set up that is driving sales, that is helping them to get leads, that is helping them to set up sales calls, that is giving a perspective of new clients coming in. Many agency owners I speak really rely on networking, but which is not yielding results thereafter, really rely on referrals, which is not in their control at all. So basically are constantly worried and freaking out because they have no outlook on when to expect a new client. So you need to have a client acquisition system that drives sales, that is going to feel you secure because you know more leads are coming in. If you don't have it, it is very difficult to grow your business consistently, because how can it grow? If you're not getting results from networking, if you're not totally dependent on someone else, and you don't even have, that's also the thing. If people rely on referrals, great, because nothing better than referrals. But then they don't have a system in place to get the referrals. It's more like when a client thinks, oh yeah, that's a nice person, let me refer them, then it happens. But you can do so much around referrals to make sure you get them, to make sure it works for you in the sense that you get new clients. But if they don't, if I speak to people, they don't have a client acquisition, they don't have a system around referral asking, they don't have a system around debriefing your client at the end of a period. So a lot of the opportunities to either re-engage your client, make it a recurring client, or ask them to introduce you to someone they know, get lost. So have a client acquisition system in place, first of all, and then make sure you build a structure around re-engaging with your current clients and getting systematic referrals given to you. All right. Now, this is the third thing I wanted to talk to you about. I showed it as the second, is many of the business owners, agency owners I speak to, they believe that social media will bring in a lot of clients. So they spend a lot of time about their posts, how it's going to look like, the right words, the right comma, the right grammar, the right graphic, the right color. It's almost like a full-time job for them. And if I then ask them, how many clients did you get through social media? They go like, one. In how long? A couple of years? So I am not saying social media can not lead you to clients. For sure it can, what we call inbound leads, right? They're coming to you, you're not reaching out. They're seeing your posts, they like your posts, they resonate with your posts, and they're reaching out. It is definitely possible. There are certain conditions to make this work. You need to know your client inside out. And you need to know their pain points, their desires, and you need to talk about the solutions you offer, right? And if you get this well done, that is one part. You need to do the posting with the right tone of voice, with the right problems addressing and the right solutions. That's one part. A lot of people think that is it. But no, if you truly want social media to work for you as an inbound strategy, you need to do more. You need to make sure that people see your posts, engage with your posts. And the way you do it is by you engaging with other people's posts, so they engage back to you. And because you have this engagement going, your post is being like pushed up in the feed, and that's what makes more people react to it. There are even windows of time when you do it. The shorter after the post is being released, the better, okay? And this basically means that social media, you may be able to plan it, you may be able to batch it, so it doesn't take so much of your time. But if you truly want the inbound strategy on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram to work, you need to be commenting a lot. And basically, you need to be on that platform a lot. Talk to a lot of people before it is yielding results. And then to top it all off, the downside is that normally it takes up to 2 years of consistent posting, of consistently saying the right things before you are seeing a result. So if you want to grow your business, don't use social media as a growth strategy. Use social media as a visibility strategy that perhaps in the future will turn clients your way. Okay. Now, the other thing I see so often is that because there is no structure in place, because there are no systems, and because the sales isn't going as you would like to go, people keep reinventing themselves. They keep saying, oh, this service that I came up with, it doesn't sell. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell it, but then a mini version. Or I'm going to make something different. I tweak it. This happens so often. The solution is not to make a different product or service. The solution is to double your effort in sales. The solution is to get in front of more people so more people can buy it. The solution is not making a product, trying to pitch it to like 5 people, posting on social media and then thinking, oh my word, this didn't work, now what? That is not the solution to start something new. No, then the solution is you need to double down your activities on sales. And you need to really double down on sales, and you need to do it pronto, because otherwise it is not going to help. Okay. You do not have the system in place for recurring activities, and you keep reinventing yourself. What I mean by that is, again, something I see a lot is, so it's almost as if many agency owners keep themselves busy because they actually know that if they would focus only on the things they need to do, and which is not recurring things in their business, if they would only focus on that, it would become very blatantly clear that they don't have enough clients. It becomes blatantly clear that they are not connecting with too many people, that they are not having enough sales conversations. It really becomes clear that they are doing something wrong. So what I see a lot is for people that have recurring activities, like a training program they run every 3 months, or a challenge that is every quarter. I don't know why my screen is doing so weird things. Let me change that. So they keep repeating services or challenges or what have you. They do it again and again and again. And instead of systemizing that, they just every time write new emails, every time they update their sales page, every time they write new social media posts. So they're not systemizing it, which means they are wasting a ton of time that they should not be wasting, that should be invested in sales. And then they wonder, why is everything taking me so much time? Why are people not buying? Well, they're not buying because you're not showing what you've got. All right. So stop reinventing, start really capturing your recurring activities and make it into a system. And the final one, and I think that captures like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 points prior is that you do not grow your business because you keep avoiding the stuff that matters. And what I mean by the stuff that matters is that there is so much to do around sales. We have like up to 10 sales strategies that all work. Some are short-term, some are long-term, some are asking you to get out of your comfort zone, others will not. But if you keep avoiding the sales, if you keep avoiding the research that is needed to get a sales conversation going, if you keep avoiding doing the work, your business is not going to grow. So the top mistakes that are keeping you from scaling your business is, first of all, you're not being crystal clear about the results you're getting your clients. You're talking about the how and not about what it is they get from working with you. You do not have a proper client acquisition system in place, so you rely on referrals, you rely on networking, and that basically means nothing much is happening. You overemphasize social media as a way to attract clients, whereas deep down you know it's not working for you. So why would it work now? Because you need it. And you don't have systems in place, or you don't systemize your approach to certain things. That means that every time you run a challenge, every time you do another training session, you have to reinvent yourself. You're not focusing your sales efforts on selling what you actually have, but you keep coming up with new services, which then makes nothing get sold. Because if you keep doing it, you come in a recurring loop, and you keep avoiding the stuff that matters. Now, if you recognize yourself in this, please reach out, because we help agency owners to get more clients, to increase their revenue, guaranteed. If you do not make more money through working with us, we don't get paid. So reach out, because I would love to chat to you. Don't make these mistakes, because it's really not worth it. And I will see you at the same time, same place next week.